Welcome fellow gamers, my name is Mountain, and in today's video I'm going to talk about a strange but special class of weapons called Battle Rifles. This class contains the weapons with the most base damage for an assault rifle, but like always with great power
comes great responsibility.
Not great responsibility, but a great handicap. Because this class of weapons has the best weapons in-game and also the worst weapons in Battlebit Remastered. And yes, I know what you are thinking, but to answer your question if these weapons are made for you, or even if these weapons are good at all, I have made this comprehensive video where we are going to analyze some of the base stats, what kind of impact the stats have in-game, what kind of player these guns are better for, if there is a better alternatives, and much more just for you. So first I will let in the screen the complete base stats for all the guns. Feel free to pause if you want to see more in detail. And after analyzing the base stats of these 4 guns, we already have an idea of what you can expect from them. The stats that stand out the most are the damage, the vertical and horizontal recoil. Everything else is more or less the same, or at least what you should expect for an assault rifle. So the high damage profile of these weapons make that each bullet hits like the sandals of our mums when we were kids, so I mean really hard. All weapons on the battle rifle class only need 3 shots in the chest to kill an unarmored target, with some of the fastest TTKs in the game. The AK-15 has a TTK of 278 milliseconds. The SCAR has a TTK of 300 milliseconds. The G3 has a TTK of 324 milliseconds. And finally the FAL with a TTK of 231 milliseconds. And yes, we can already see where this is going. The battle rifles are some of the weapons with the fastest killing potential. But if we look to the headshot killing potential of all the weapons on the battle rifle class, they only need 2 bullets in the head to kill an unarmored target. So get ready, buckle your seatbelts for the headshots TTKs, because we are in for a crazy ride. The headshot TTK for the AK-15 is 186 milliseconds. The SCAR headshot TTK is 201 milliseconds. The G3 at TTK is 216 milliseconds. And finally, the FAL headshot TTK is the mind-melting 154 milliseconds. So that's it. We have found the most powerful guns in Battlebit, so let's end up the video here. Wait, don't forget, all these TTKs don't mean nothing if you miss all the shots or the majority of it. And like I said before, these guns also have a big handicap, and it comes in the form of vertical and horizontal recoil. The battle rifle class has one of the highest vertical and especially horizontal recoil. That makes that when you bring this gun into the battlefield, you quickly realize that this gun have their own wheel, or in other words, they kick and jump like a mad horse. I tried different configurations with different attachments, and there's almost nothing that you can really do to improve the stability of this gun's recoil. But in-game, this gun's at its best configuration, and when I say best configuration, I mean lowering the max as possible the horizontal recoil without getting the vertical recoil too high, that is base stats. You can expect to use these weapons at close ranges, up to 50 meters, but beyond that, this weapon's recoil makes it harder and harder to hit those shots. You can always change the fire mode to single shot to have a better control at longer ranges, but you will also increase the time to kill. That we don't want to, because it defies its purpose of having a powerful gun. So now we are facing some big problems. Using this class of weapons at longer ranges, as we already saw, is really difficult to hit the targets. And using these guns at close ranges, it doesn't make sense. Let's take the FAL for example, as the best TTK of all battle rifles of 231 milliseconds, and the headshot TTK of 154 milliseconds. with a 20 bullet mag. For close ranges we are better off with the UMP45 with a TTK of 286 milliseconds and headshot TTK of 191 milliseconds with a 25 bullet mag. Or even better, the MP7 with a TTK of 243 milliseconds and a headshot TTK of 162 milliseconds and a 30 bullet mag. Yes, the UMP45 and the MP7, they have a couple of milliseconds more in the TTK, but they also have more bullets per mag, less recoil, capable of hitting targets easily at 100 meters, quicker reload times, and at the end, the milliseconds of difference between the SMGs and the battle rifles don't have a noticeable impact in the gameplay, at least for us common of models. So you must be wondering, why the hell the devs have created these weapons that are so difficult to use and for some of us even unusable? Well, like I said, they are unusable for 95% of us gamers, but they are still the 5% or less of players that can use, or at least they kinda can use, these weapons. The thing is, these guns are meta and really powerful, but the high recoil and the recoil pattern of these guns are so difficult to manage that after a couple of games, we gamers put them aside and we forget that they even exist, because we don't have the time for playing and training enough to understand and memorize the recoil pattern of these guns. And is normal. The majority of players, not only on Battlebit, but in all online games, we just want at the end of the day, grab a mouse or controller and play a little bit, get some kills and that's it. But we also have to consider the gamers that have more time and love to develop higher skills. They need these kind of powerful guns, with difficult mechanics to learn. And of course, that for those that really can reach the skill level and master this type of guns, also deserve a couple of milliseconds less in the TTK to compensate all the efforts made. In the end, what I'm saying is that this class requires a higher skill level and has a more difficult learning curve. Everybody can use it, but to unlock their full potential, you have to be ready to use this gun all the time and train yourself to be able to control the recoil and the recoil pattern to be sure that you can land all the shots in the target, even at longer ranges. And the day that you reach that skill level, you will have one of the most powerful guns in Battlebit Remastered. And with that, we reach the end of this video. But I would like to know, what do you think about the battle rifle weapon class? And if you think that it's worth passing a lot of time training just to have a little less of TTK. And I hope that you have enjoyed this video. And if so, please consider to smack that like or dislike button. That really helps the channel and also helps other people to find my videos. And if you don't want to miss future content, also consider to subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon to receive notifications each time I put a new video. And I will see you all on my next video, but until then, have a nice day, good gaming, Dune Mountain out.